Hey y'all, hey y'all, what's up? Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. I hope you all having a great start in the week. I myself having a good day. I got to work overnight tonight shift. So I'm here giving y'all a read along. We're gonna continue where we left off at. This is part 4 of the read along. Replay game. I appreciate you. Please make sure you hit the like button and also comment down below. Let me know how you feel and your thoughts of what I'm about to read. I'm trying to go through as much as possible, not trying to be here too long. Depends how many people comes on and listen to me and also comment and make comments about what I'm about to say or what I'm about to read. If not, listen to it and just replay it and let me know how y'all feel. All right. So let's start. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. Let's get right into it. Or before we do that. Shine bright like a diamond. You're beautiful like diamond in the sky. Listen, we all beautiful. Let's get in here. Let's get into this and let's start. So we left off as the prosecution is quoting the next witness, which is the government, George Kaplan. So we about to start from there. Oh no. All right, and come in and say, hey y'all, what's going on? Lady, nobody want to come in and interact. What's going on? Say hey. All right, the government calls George Kaplan. Let's get into it. AUSA, when did you work for Combs Enterprises? Kaplan, 2013 to 2015. Oh, that's long. AUSA, what fell under the holding company? Kaplan, clothing, liquor, entertainment. I was executive assistant to the chef operating officer. AUSA, where did you work? Kaplan, 1710 Broadway, New York City. AUSA, what was your next position? Kaplan, executive assistant to the chairman, Mr. Combs, from September 2014 to September 2015. AUSA, who did you report to? Kaplan, Ms. Karam, KK, she essentially ran Mr. Combs' life. AUSA, where did you report? Kaplan, LA. AUSA, where did you do? What did you do? Kaplan, carry his bags, made such things. Well, when he wanted them, as he trusted me more, he had me around more. I set up hotel rooms. AUSA, how many hours a week? Kaplan, 80 to 100 hours a week. Oh, that's a lot of time to work with somebody. 80, $100, 100 hours a week. Okay. AUSA, how did you get paid? Kaplan, 125 a year to start. 125,000 a year to start. AUSA, what did you do in the morning? Kaplan, make sure everything was in the bathroom, the breakfast cooked. He was recording a mixtape, so we worked late. AUSA, who was security? Kaplan, Uncle Paulie, D-Rock, and Ruben. Later, licensed security in the second half of 2015. AUSA, how frequently did you communicate with Mr. Combs? Kaplan, multiple times a day. These could be found in the back, an iPad, drugs, whatever. AUSA, did he treat you? Kaplan, no, did he threaten you? Kaplan, he threatened my job. AUSA, how often? Kaplan, maybe monthly. He said he was only to be surrounded by the best people and that he wasn't. For example, he went me for 1 liter water, 1 liter water, and I bought back 2 half liters. He said no. AUSA, how did you travel? Kaplan, on his jet or going in advance or going in, yeah, I guess, or going in advance to make sure it's all set up. AUSA, how did you set up hotel rooms? Kaplan, there was a bag. I unpacked it, clothes, candle, Astroglide, baby oil. AUSA, who bought this? Kaplan, often me. AUSA, in what cities did you set up hotel rooms? Kaplan, LA, New York, and Miami. In LA, Mr. C, Bel Air, the Intercontinental. AUSA, in New York, Kaplan, Trump by Columbus Circle. In Miami, the SLS. AUSA, how was it booked? Kaplan, Frank Black, based on Biggie Frank White. AUSA, would you clean up rooms? Kaplan, yes. Bottles of baby oil, Gatorade, one brown crystallized powder on the counter of the bathroom sink. AUSA, why did you clean up? Not hotel staff. Kaplan, it was implied. Protect his public image. I was keen on doing that. AUSA, explain. Combs act for the video. Objection. Judge overruled. Kaplan, I found hotel room sells photos to newspapers to shame guests. AUSA, did he reach out to you from the room? Kaplan, for food, clothes, sometimes drugs. I did it. AUSA, what drugs? Kaplan, dope kit. AUSA, illegal drugs? Come ex object to the term illegal. AUSA, what other drugs? Kaplan, Advil, ketamine. AUSA, what he asked for? Kaplan, I picked up drugs for him. MDMA. AUSA, who asked? Kaplan, Mr. Combs, in LA and Miami. Kaplan, in Miami, Mr. Combs asked me to call a person. He came and gave me a bag of pills, MDMA. I gave him cash. I gave the pills to Mr. Combs. AUSA, in LA, Kaplan, I went out and met the person in Hollywood. I gave money. He gave me a bag. Judge will break for the day. Wait, there's more. Combs Agnifilio, the preferred email chain about Gina, and Gina is out of the case. She's not coming. AUSA, she's an indictment. Agnifilio, they could get her here and they choose not to. I submit a letter by 10 p.m. That's it so far for the continuation of George Kaplan. So I'm gonna stop this one and upload the next one so we continue on the next person. Let me see. What date was this one? This was the 21st. It's the 22nd. Day 9. And then this is day 10. Okay, this is day 9. All right, let's get to the next one. Let me see. This is day 9. Okay, yep. So they continuing the conversation with George Kaplan. All right, let's go. Judge, I didn't hear government objecting to Mr. Kaplan testifying about Miss Victoria about an accident for drugs in Boston. Judge, let's get Mr. Kaplan back on the stand. AUSA, when did you carry cash for Mr. Combs? George Kaplan, $50,000 on his private jet. AUSA, did you pick up cash for Mr. Combs? Kaplan, $10,000 at Western Union from Combs Enterprises. AUSA, what long-term relationship, Mr. Combs, were you aware of? Kaplan, Cassie, Kim, Gina. AUSA, who was Kim? Kaplan, the mother of his children. AUSA, Cassie, Kaplan, girlfriend. AUSA, Gina, Kaplan, another girlfriend. AUSA, the jet flight to Las Vegas. What was the last What was the layout of the jet? Kaplan, 4 chairs, a partition. I had a partial view over my right shoulder. AOSA, when you witnessed violence by Mr. Combs on Miss Victoria, why didn't you intervene? Kaplan, my career. AOSA, after the last glass breaking, what did Mr. Combs do? Kaplan, he came forward. Cassie stayed in the back. He asked me to get cream to conceal the bruising on her face. AOSA, how did you pay for it? Kaplan, corporate credit card. Ding, ding, ding. Using money for that. It had to be some trail. AOSA, why did you leave Comb Enterprises? Kaplan, I didn't think I should be covering things up like buying the witch hazel. Also, my father had the big C. AOSA, any of violence? Kaplan, he threw things at Gina in the entryway of the main home on Star Island. AOSA, what was he throwing? Kaplan, green apples. AOSA, how hard? Kaplan, very hard. Later, I took the medicine bag into their room. Mr. Combs wanted me to leave quickly. AOSA, then what? Kaplan, I heard Gina at the gate and male voices. AOSA, who? Answer, security. AOSA, when you left, what did you do? Kaplan, I collected myself, then went to work for an integrated marketing firm. Cross-examination. So that's all. He said we had to testify of what he reviewed. He said he often buy things for Mr. Combs, which is the products, the things for the room. Sometimes he may use cash. Other times he used the credit card. So that's payments there. So now they're up to the cross-examination. So the defense is about to question Kaplan. Let's get into that. Combs acting video. Why did you go to work for Combs Enterprises? Kaplan, he was an incredible entrepreneur. I have learned from him. Acting video. What did Brian do as COO? Kaplan, ensuring profitability of each unit. Kaplan, I was an employee when Revolt TV launched. Combs acting video. Tell me about it. Kaplan, we were on 6th floor of 1710 Broadway. Everyone was there. It was momentous. Agnifidio, diversity was important to Mr. Combs, Kaplan, specifically for African Americans. Combs Agnifidio, what did Blue Flame do? Kaplan, marketing for Ciroc. Agnifidio, what is Diageo? Kaplan, they own Johnny Walker and others. Mr. Combs set up a marketing entity for Ciroc. Combs Agnifidio, your job, what was it? Kaplan, for example, Mr. Combs will say, we are going to leave the house. He meant 3 to 5 minutes. I had to check lists for the bags and toiletry. It was a bad look at me if something wasn't in there. Cab Agnifidio, is there a binder near you? I can't read that. Kaplan, it says Southern District. Agnifidio, I'm handing you something to refresh your recollections. Take a look as long as you want to. Combs Agnifidio, you ran an off-site training and graduate from Harvard Business School. Also, Kenny Burns, Kaplan, I remember. Agnifidio, you were effective, right? Kaplan, I worked hard. Agnifidio, I don't know how you would answer. Was it good or bad? Answer, complicated. Combs Agnifidio, he didn't need to yell at you when you bought 2 waters. Kaplan, I worked hard. Combs Agnifidio, okay, who was Biggie? Kaplan, a huge rapper.
Biggie, also known as the Notorious.
Okay, who was Biggie? Kaplan, a huge rapper who was unfortunately passed away. Agnifidio, was it Biggie's birthday a holiday at Combs Enterprises? Answer, yes. Combs Agnifidio, was it a creative environment? Kaplan, absolutely. It attracted all kinds of creative people, lawyers, musicians, advertising people. Agnefilia, a few specific questions. You use a corporate credit card? Kaplan, yes. Combs Agnefilia, how did Mr. Combs pay? Kaplan, KK held his wallet with a black Amex in it. Agnefilia, you have no reason to think he kept track on how baby oil was paid for. Kaplan, no reason. Agnefilia or applesauce? Kaplan, he loves applesauce. I don't know why it's so significant about this applesauce. They better stop emphasizing this applesauce. Comes Agnefilia on cheeseburgers, smiles, Kaplan, or everything. Oh, Agnefilia, let's talk about the plane. You heard glass breaking. You didn't see it? Kaplan, I didn't see it. Agnefilia, the incident with Gina. You walk into the house. There's a thin table. Answer, I don't know. Camp Agnefilia, you don't remember how a person could get out of the gate at Two-Star Island? Captain, no, I just heard screaming and commotion. Agnefilia, screams of terror or of how can I open this gate? Captain, I don't know how to distinguish the two. Comes Agnefilia, he threatened your jaws, but did he physically threaten you? Captain, no. Agnefilia, you talked about Kim Porter, how she was different. Captain, his respect for her. They had incredible kids. Agnefilia, thank you. Combs Agnefilia, when you set up hotel room for Mr. Combs and Mrs. Porter, there was no baby oil, right? Kaplan, lotions. Agnefilia, you expressed cautions about hotels. Why you cleaned the room afterwards? Kaplan, hotel staff could sell photos. Everyone wants a payday. Combs Agnefilia, you sent him a photo of him and Kim Porter. Kaplan, after she died, I was heartbreaking for him. Agnefilia, you were close. Kaplan, I invited him to my wedding. I didn't hear back. Agnefilia, objection. But why he's objecting if he's questioning him? Surprised looks. Agnefilia, you expected him? Yes. Combs Agnefilia, what's this photo of Kaplan, me, KK, and Mr. Combs at Teterboro Airport? He just got the jet. That's why there's champagne. Agnefilia, you happy there, right? Kaplan, no, refresh it. It's that I was glad I have found the mascara in the back seat. Okay. Seems kind of weird, this order. Combs Agnefilia, they found you and subpoenaed you. Kaplan, I had to retain counsel by the way. Agnefilia, no further question. Judge, redirect. AUSA, which incident shook you? Kaplan, the plane with Cassie and the apples with Gina. Kaplan, I felt guilty. I didn't do anything after the incident with Cassie on the plane. AUSA, but you didn't see any injuries. Kaplan, people can't be injured without injuries being visible. Yes, exactly. The tonality and tension with the apples he threw at Gina, it was troubling. AUSA, you told Ms. Koran about both incidents? Kaplan, yes. And I told her I am unwilling to stand behind that behavior, that I was quitting. AUSA, did Christina say she would quit? Kaplan, no. AUSA, how long did she stay after you told her? Kaplan, until recently. Next witness. Oh, okay. I mean, it ain't much about that. Kaplan said he stays firm. He said sometimes they use the company credit card. So it was some tracking of some items because it's like people say he always used cash. I say no. He had to be something. So we could see that he used company credit card to pay some things. All right, let's see how further they're going to continue to connect the dots. Are y'all with me? All right, let's get going. Next was this AUSA, we call Scott Mascuti. Scott Mascuti is Kid Cudi. That's his name. Kid Cudi takes a witness stand in a leather jacket, white shirt, and blue jeans. I know that's right. AUSA Johnson, what did you do for work? Mascuti, I'm an actor and musician known as Kid Cudi. AUSA, who is this photo? Show the photo. Answer, Cassie. Scott Mascuti, we dated in 2011. AUSA, who else was she involved with? Mascuti, Sean Combs. AUSA, what did you know about their status? Mascuti? I want to say Mascuti, whatever it is. that she and Sean Combs had some problems and they weren't dating anymore. AUSA. In December 2011, did law enforcement responded to your home? Miss Cuddy? Yes. I had a break-in. Cassie called me at 5:30 or 6 o'clock a.m. She said Sean Combs had found out about us. She asked me to pick her up, so I did. Yeah. AUSA. Why? Miss Cuddy? She was worried. What was her demeanor? AOSA, what was her demeanor? Muscati, very stressed and worried. AOSA, where did you go? Muscati, the Sunset Marquise. AOSA, why? Muscati, I thought it was safe off the radar. AOSA, who else did you speak with? Muscati, Capricorn Clark. She sounded near tears. AOSA, what did she say? Muscati, that Sean Combs in the car near my house. Combs, Brian Steele, objection. Judge overruled. AOSA, you called Sean Combs? Muscati, I did. He said, I'm over here waiting for you. AOSA, when you arrived, what did the outside look like? Muscati, pretty normal. AUSA, any security cameras? Muscati, yes, but I found out they were working. Muscati, but the security cameras have been moved. AUSA, did you move them? Muscati, no. AUSA, what did you see inside your home? Muscati, gift was open, some stuff I got from Chanel, and my dog was locked up in the bathroom. AUSA, how did you normally leave your dog? Muscati, I let him roam. AUSA, how long had you had your dog? Muscati, 3 years. AUSA, what changes were behavior of your dog after the break-in? Muscati, jittery, on edge all the time. Muscati, I got back in and called Sean Combs again. I was looking for him. I wanted to fight him, AUSA, did he answer? Muscati, yeah. He said, I'm on my way. I thought to myself. Combs, still, objection. Judge grounds, still non-responsive, overruled. Judge asks a new question. When did you saw Cassie? How did she seem? Miss Cuddy, depressed. AUSA, did you see Cassie in Connecticut? Miss Cuddy, yes, she needed it. AUSA, did Mr. Combs call you? Yes, he hit me a few times. AUSA, hit? Miss Cuddy called me. AUSA, what did you say? Miss Cuddy, that I didn't want to talk to him. He broke into my house, hurt my dog. AUSA, did you and Miss Vittoria break up? Miss Cuddy, yes. AUSA, what about your car? Miss Cuddy, my dog babysitter called me and told me my car was on fire. AUSA, where were you? Miss Cuddy, at a relative of my ex-girlfriend. AUSA, where did you go? Miss Cuddy, to my house, 8925 Hollywood Hills Road. AUSA, let me show you 6 pictures. Do you recognize? Miss Cuddy, my Porsche. Miss Cuddy, that's the damage to my Porsche from the Molotov cocktail. AUSA, who took these photos? Miss Cuddy, Chip, a good friend and collaborator. AUSA, what's depicted here? Miss Cuddy, the hole they cut in the roof of my car to put in the Molotov cocktail. AUSA, what was your reaction to your car being set on fire? Miss Cuddy, what the F? Objection. Judge overruled. Judge break. Jurors came back. Judge, will you finish the witness of today? AUSA, yes. Through the course of Mr. Kaplan was 3 times long that we thought. Judge Enterman. AUSA, was the damage on your car present before the call from the dog sitter? Miss Cuddy, no. AUSA, did you think it was accidental or intentional? Miss Cuddy, intentional. AUSA, where did you last see Miss Vittoria? Miss Cuddy, at the Soho House. I reached out to Sean Combs and said, let's talk. This is getting out of hand. Combs, Brian Steele, can we have a sidebar? Judge, do you have an objection? Steele, yes. Judge, sustain, disregard, and move on. AUSA, who set up the meeting at Soho House? Miss Cuddy, D-Rock, and my manager. AUSA, what was Mr. Combs doing? Miss Cuddy, standing there like a Marvel supervillain. All right. Miss Cuddy, he said we were homies. You know that is my girl. AUSA, what did you say? Miss Cuddy, I thought you had broken up. Then Sean Combs offered me water. Twice. Miss Cuddy, it was weird. Sean Combs being so calm. AOSA, what did Cassie say? Miss Cuddy, that we have fallen in love. Things happen. AOSA, what did you say to Mr. Combs? Miss Cuddy, what about my car? He said, I don't know what you're talking about. I walked away. AOSA, did you see Sean Combs later? Miss Cuddy, a few years later, also at Soho House, he said, I'm just sorry for all that bullish. I was surprised, so I found peace with it. AOSA, no further questions at this time. Judge, Mr. Steele. Hope y'all following through. Are you here with me? All right, let's continue. So now defense go to question Ms. Cuddy. Combs Blind Steele, I want to ask you something about your Porsche in 2022. Ms. Cuddy, 2012. Still, I apologize. You get a call about damage to your vehicle. Any surveillance photos? Ms. Cuddy, no. My dog babysitter did send me some photos of the damage. Combs Steele, the DNA taken, are you aware it came back being a female? AUSA, objection, no foundation. Judge, sustained. Still, do you know there were DNA results? Judge, I allowed that. Ms. Cuddy, no. Combs Steele, Ms. Vittoria told you it was over. Ms. Cuddy, we just stopped talking. Still, you told this honorable court and the jury that she played you. Ms. Cuddy, yes. Still, she played you and you had no clue. Ms. Cuddy, no clue. Combs Steele, in 2011, you were on a tour. Ms. Cuddy, yes. Still, 65 locations. Ms. Cuddy, yes. Still, at the time, Sean Combs and Icon, fair to say. Ms. Cuddy, yes. Still, you and Ms. Vittoria had a sexual relationship. AUSA, objection, stop, sidebar. After sidebar. Ms. Cuddy, Mr. Steele, can I? Judge, no, you can't do that on redirect. Still, do you want to tell me something? Ms. Cuddy, Sean Combs asked about me doing a song with Miss Vittoria in 2010. Still, thank you. Combs Steele, you believe they left your front door unlocked? Ms. Cuddy, yes. Still, no for entry? Ms. Cuddy, no. Still, just presents open door in the bathroom. I'm not belittling, just asking. You called Sean Combs? Ms. Cuddy, yes. Still, he was calm? Yes. Combs Steele, you went to see him. You didn't think he had a gun? Ms. Cuddy, I couldn't call it. Still, you are a strong person. You're a strong person. That's how you attack. Sorry, y'all. Still, you are a strong person. That's how you categorize yourself. Ms. Cuddy, yes. This crossed the line. Still, Miss Vittoria told you she was abused. Ms. Cuddy, yes. Combs Steele, but she never said she was sexually abused. True. Ms. Cuddy, she did not. Still, you loved her. Tell me if I'm wrong. Ms. Cuddy, I did. Still, you got played by the same person who played Mr. Combs, Cassie Vittoria. Combs Steele, in the 13 years since, have you ever been notified in California that there would have been any more actions of this car fire? Ms. Cuddy, no. Still, did Miss Vittoria have multiple phones? Ms. Cuddy, I don't remember. Still, 35-12. Ms. Cuddy, if I said it, I said it. Combs Steele, do you know what a burner phone is? Ms. Cuddy, untraceable. Still, the trespass, you call it a break-in. Ms. Vittoria told you she given your home address to Mr. Combs. Ms. Cuddy, yes, in the morning. Still, no further questions. Thanks. Ms. Cuddy, no problem. Judge, redirect. AUSA, Johnson, what did Miss Vittoria confide to you about abuse? Ms. Cuddy, that he would hit her, sometimes kick her. AUSA, the day of the break-in, was she carefree? Ms. Cuddy, no. AUSA, what did Capricorn Clark tell you? Scully, Sean Combs, an affiliate, forced her into the car to come to my house. I called the police. AUSA, how would you describe Cassie that day? Miss Scully, just really shocked. Just really shook him finding out about us. AUSA, what did your relationship with Miss Victoria end? Why did your relationship with Miss Victoria end? Miss Scully, the drama. It was getting out of hand. I wanted to give space. AUSA, what drama? Miss Scully, the break-in for my safety, her safety. Combs, still objection, judge grounds, still speculation, overruled. AUSA, why did you have safety concerns? Miss Scully, because I knew Sean Combs was violent. Combs still, Your Honor, may we approach? Sidebar. AUSA, the meeting at the Soho House, Mr. Combs said, I don't know what you'll talk about your car. Did you believe him? Combs still objection. Judge, rephrase. AUSA, what was your understanding, Ms. Scully, that he was lying? AUSA, no further question. Judge, any recourse? Combs still, no, Your Honors. Judge, Mr. Covey, you're done. Ms. Scully, all right, leaves. Woo. All right, he said his testimony. It is what it is. Tell me your thoughts about that. They're back. Before the jury is brought in, AUSA Comey, they want to put in exhibits showing Miss Victoria scantily clad. We think it plays into stereotype that if she dresses like this, she must have consented to the freak-offs. Judge, I only have the album cover. Combs asks Stavo, we can bring it up on the screen, but not for the public gallery. We have withdrawn some of the exhibits. It's rather about her career opportunities and the like. Judge, what is the relevance of these exhibits? The next witness, did Miss Victoria make up? What was the purpose of the pictures? It's a 402 issue. First, relevance. Combs established Miss Victoria testified about her career being impacted. AUSA Comey, I stipulate. Judge, this one is one of the public event. Who was the problem? AUSA Comey, it's a low-cut dress. Judge, I'm allowing it in, but not 652 nor 745. Bring in the witness and the jury. AUSA, what is your name? All right, so they about to interview, they about to question the makeup artist, Myla Morales. All right, what is your name? Witness, Myla Morales. I'm a celebrity makeup artist. AUSA, did you recognize anyone you work for? Miles Morales, Sean Combs, in a gray sweater and a white collar. AUSA, when did you work for Mr. Combs? Myla Morales, 2000 to 2005. AUSA, then who? Morales, Rihanna. AUSA, who else? Morales, Jennifer Lopez, Cassie. AUSA, when did you work for Cassie? Myla Morales, 2007 to the Panorama. She was like a little sister to me. AUSA, how much older than her are you? Myla Morales, a few years. AUSA, did you see her with injuries on her face? Morales, 2010 Grammy Weekend Prince Party. AUSA, where were you with her? Where were you with her? Miles Morales, Beverly Hills. I fell asleep in the room and woke up to a commotion. Cassie walked in, then Sean asked her where the F is she. AUSA, what did he do? Morales walked into the bedroom, shut the door. AUSA, what did you hear behind the door? Miles Morales yelling and screaming, both of them. Then Sean Combs left. AUSA, what did you see next? Morales, Cassie, she had a swollen eye and knocked on her head. I packed her things up. We went to my house. AUSA, dead. Myla Morales, my doctor friend, came and examined her to see if she had a concussion. AUSA, What were you afraid of? Morales, Sean, I fear for my life. Combs, Estava, objection. Move to strike. Judge, overruled. AUSA, how long did she stay? Days. AUSA, have you done interviews about this? Mala Morales, a couple. AUSA, well, you were paid. Morales, no. AUSA, did you provide evidence? Morales, photos of me and Kip Porter early 2000s. AUSA, were you paid? Answer, 1,000. AUSA, no further questions. Judge, cross. Combs Estavo, did you assist Mr. Torre for any red carpet events? Mala Morales, possibly, in some music videos, black and yellow. Combs Estavo, we have photos, 647, please. Combs Estavo, the goal was that she looked put together. Mala Morales, yes. Estavo, these photos show your artistry. You reposted them on Instagram. Morales, yes. Estavo, you were in her hotel room, though you live near. Yes. Combs Estavo, you met Miss Fatore family. Mala Morales, her father. Estavo, you called a doctor and a lawyer. Morales, the lawyer lives in San Francisco. Estavo, you provided emotional support. Morales, yes. Combs Estavo, you did an interview with CNN and with Extra TV. Don Lemon, Piers Morgan. Mala Morales, yes. Estavo, did Dateline reach out to you? Morales, I don't look at those anymore. Estavo, did you ask the government if you could do more? Look at this. Combs Estavo, so you asked permission to speak to Dateline? Morales, of course I'd ask. Estavo, after the incident, neither Mr. Combs or anyone in his company ever approached you? Morales, no one did. Estavo, for a documentary, were you paid? Morales, therapy. Combs Estavo, you sold the photos to CNN for $1,000? Morales, yes. Estavo, no further question. Judge, next witness. Frederick Zamora, the general manager of Le Hermitage Hotel, LA. So they questioned the makeup artist. She recounts a little bit what her what she witnessed, experienced, and that's it. It wasn't too much. Oh, excuse me. So AUSA, why are you here? Zamora, I received a subpoena. AUSA, are you familiar with the hotel's reservation system? Zamora, we have a system called Opera. We enter in personal preferences. AUSA, how long did you keep them? Zamora, they stay forever. AUSA, how reserve this room for Mr. Combs? Zamora, Ryan Lopez. Also, other names were used. Ryan Lopez. Also, other names were used. AUSA, when was this profile first created? Zamora, 2006. It said Sean Combs and Bad Boys Records. Then they changed it to Jackie Star. So they put it under his name and his company, but they changed it to Jackie Star. Why? They want to be seen that they booking rooms under the company and his name. Okay, Jackie Star. AUSA, let's look at 2011 to 2012. AUSA, this reservation, what's the bill? Zamora, over $2,000. It says only charge if Christina Coram approves. AUSA, what were the instructions? Zamora, put room out of service for cleaning, like the room hot, set it for 75 degrees. AUSA, what are these complaints? Zamora, candle wax on carpet, security cords charge 500. AUSA, no further questions. Cross-examination, judge, none. Damn, they no cross. Okay, I guess they said they were this witness. Next question. AUSA special agent Josh Croft. AUSA, where did you work? Agent Croft, HSI, Homeland Security, Homeland investigation. Homeland Security investigations. I extract data from computers. AUSA, what is your training? Agent Croft, the SANS Institute. AUSA, what does that stand for? Agent Croft, I don't really know. They are OPEC in that way. AUSA, what tools did you use? Agent Croft, TXI and digital collector. AUSA, whose laptop did you extract? Agent Croft, Cassie Ventura. This is a MacBook Pro, roughly from 2010, 2011, with a white case. AUSA, did you boot it up? Agent Croft, I got to the MacBook factory default screen. AUSA, but you got data? Croft, yes. The hard drive had data not overwritten by the factory reset. AUSA, what is allotted? What is allocated? Unallocated space. Agent Croft, sometimes not viewable, sometimes some things previously deleted. AUSA, explain how computers store data. Agent Croft, you have a table of contents. A file can be stored in unallocated space. AUSA, so on these three laptops, how were they backed up? Agent Croft, iTunes was used before iCloud. Some look a little funky. AUSA, but you can validate the funky, as you say, data by going to the raw data. Agent Croft, yes. AUSA, nothing further. Defense. On one of these laptops, there were a faint black profile. Agent Croft, yes. Defense, did you process every file? Agent Croft, yes. Defense, have a wonderful weekend. AUSA, fake black, did you process under Miss Victoria consent? Agent Croft, under warrant. Judge, no more witnesses. Jurors, I intend you to release you early. Any objections? Don't read anything about the case. Go for a walk. Watch the Knicks avenge their game one loss, and you must tell them. We'll make a great progress. All rise. All right, I finished with this one, so we're about to read to the next day, and then I could call it a day for that one, and then we continue on for the rest of that for part 5. All right, let's get into this one. Hold on, let me stop the screen. How y'all feeling? Are y'all here with me? All right, let's see. Hey, Queso, how you doing? You know, I'm reading this trials, catching up. So we on day 10, May 27th. So we ain't too far off, y'all. We there. Oh, hold up. Let me enlarge this so y'all can read it with me. I'm glad you came. I know you be working hard and stuff like that, but I know you be watching my stuff afterwards, so I appreciate it. No problem. I appreciate it. So, Judge Subramanian, I see you burned the midnight oil over the weekend. What about the DNA questions? AUSA investigator Jimenez. Knowledge of his is extremely limited, Judge, but didn't he ask the serologist if any DNA test was done? AUSA, but not the results. AUSA, yes, there was a partial profile from the glass bottle in the car, but investigator Jimenez does not know what that means. But there, Judge, you don't object to the reporter coming in, only what Mr. Agafilio will ask. AUSA, we do object to the reporter coming in. Combs Agafilio, he got the results back. If the DNA came back with Sean Combs' DNA, this investigation would have gone in a different direction. But it was consistent with a female contributor. Judge, so it's not whether the results are accurate, only the impact. Judge, I'm going to overrule the objection, but I hear you at sidebar after direct. AUSA, this DNA issue can mislead the jury. Agafilio, we could prove this up due to serologist. This is a fair game for the witness. For now, the objection is overruled. So basically, you remember the Molotov, that bottle that was found in the car of Cuddy getting blowed up? They're trying to say that the DNA showed that it was a female contributor to the thing. It wasn't just Sean Combs or a male DNA on the bottle. So they're trying to say that how you know so for sure it was Sean Combs who blew up your car if it was a female DNA on the bottle. Okay, that's what they're trying to say. But we'll see how this goes. So he gonna allow that discovery be a question. So we'll see how far this goes. Judge, what about the summary charts? When are they being offered? AOSA, some early next week, others along with our second to last witness before we rest our case. Judge, bringing in bank and phone records and text is okay, but some text threads are already in. AOSA, the summary charts will save time as they did in the Menendez case. Oh, okay. That's a book. Judge, that leaves us with the objection to Dr. Hughes. Is the U.S. going to respond? AUSA, yes. Judge, submit your responses by tomorrow. Okay, Judge. Now as to Mr. Scuddy's testimony, which seemed like an opinion. How is it admissible given the requirements of Rule 701? AOSA, we like to look at the case submitted by the defendants then put in the letter. Okay, bring in the jury. Jury entering. Judge, welcome back. Call your next witness. AOSA, the government calls Capricorn Clark. Capricorn Clark. Where did you grow up? Capricorn Clark. Born in San Francisco, moved to LA, worked for Def Jam, then Def Row Records, a late 90s gangster rap label. Okay. AOSA, what was your relationship with Suge Knight? Capricorn Clark, he is the father of my friend's child. AOSA, there you work for Sean Combs? Capricorn Clark, yes, he is over there in a blue sweater. I worked for him for 2004 to 2012. Oh, that's a long time. AOSA, were you kidnapped? Oh, yes, she was kidnapped. By who? Answer, yes. AOSA, when did you first meet Mr. Combs? Capricorn Clark, when I moved to NYC in 2012. We were super platonic friends. A headhunter said I should work for him as a personal assistant. I did until 2006. AOSA, your duties. Capricorn Clark, shadow him from wake up. So when he wake up, you had to be by his side all the time. Be his shadow. AOSA, day what? Capricorn Clark, head of women's for Sean John. AOSA, how long? CC, a year. Their global brand director for Sean Combs, name and likeness due diligence to grow the brand. Then I was terminated until 2016 for Cassie Ventura. AOSA, did you work in the building? Do you work in this building? Photo of Bad Boys Records office, Capricorn Clark. Yes, we moved there in 2005. AOSA, your first day. Where did Mr. Combs take you? CC, Central Park after dark, along with Uncle Paulie. He looked like a linebacker. AOSA, does this photo look like him? Capricorn Clark, no. Doesn't have on the black out shades he wore all the time. AOSA, what did Mr. Combs tell you in the park? CC, that since I work for Suge Knight, if anything happened, he might have to unalive me. Objection. Judge, overrule. Proceed. Aha. AOSA, how did you take it? Capricorn Clark, seriously, it had gravitas. AOSA, how did you react? CC, I said I didn't have anything to do with that. Objection. Judge, sustained. Miss Steiner. AOSA, what was Paulie's role? Capricorn Clark, all aspect of Mr. Combs' movement to keep him safe. There was also D-Rock, Roger Barnes, and Ruben. AOSA, who's D-Rock? CC, a good friend of Biggie Smalls, running back type body. AOSA, did you ever observe Mr. Combs with a gun? CC, yes, in my home. AUSA. And did he talk about it? Capricorn Clark. Mr. Combs, told Chris Likely he had a gun. He had a problem with 50 Cent. AUSA. Were you ever accused of stealing? CC, yes, jewelry. It had been given to me. It was on loan. AOSA, it went missing. CC, yes. AOSA, what did you do? Capricorn Clark, from Teterboro, I called 1440 and told them to lock it down. AOSA, what did Uncle Paulie do? CC, he questioned me 3 hours. AOSA, you went home? CC, to Queens. Yes, with Uncle Paulie. He searched my house. Damn, all that for Mr. Jimmy? What the hell? AOSA, where did Uncle Paulie take you? Capricorn Clark, 1710 Broadway. It was dilapidated. It was being fixed up, but I didn't know that. Uncle Paulie took me to the 6th floor. The door was blocked behind us. There was a 6-foot folding table and a heavy-set man. Oh, what are they trying to do? AOSA, can you describe him? Capricorn Clark, 5 of me, 2 linebackers. She just loved that word linebackers, huh? He was chain smoking. AOSA, did Uncle Paulie stay? CC, no. Intimately, he came back. AOSA, what did the heavyset man say? CC, I was there to take a lie detector test. I remember another witness had to take a lie detector test because some freaking jewelry was stolen, and he had to hook them on a lie detector test to see if they lying or not. Okay. So AOSA, what did he said would happen if you failed the lie detector test? Capricorn Clark, that they would throw me in the East River. Combs active for the objection. Can we have a sidebar? Sidebar. Judge, Ms. Steiner, you may proceed. AOSA, what was his demeanor? Capricorn Clark, very serious. I was terrified. AOSA, did you want to be taking the test? CC, no, I was afraid. AOSA, how was the test? CC, why is on you and they question you. Did I steal? AOSA, did he tell you the results? Capricorn Clark, he said to calm down, that he couldn't get a good reading and he might have to throw me in the East River. AOSA, anyone else in the building? CC, not to my knowledge. AOSA, could you leave? CC, no. Paulie said no. AOSA, what did Paul say at the end? Capricorn Clark, that he come back the next day to figure his out. We started again, another lie detector test in the same location all day. AOSA, were you free to leave? CC, no. AOSA, how long did this go on? CC, 5 days. Damn, to lock me up in the room for 5 days to try to force me to take this lie detector test, all because of what? Like, what's the results of saying? You got me doing it for 5 days? If you think she's lying, just do something about it. Gosh. AOSA, did you tell anyone where you were? Capricorn Clark, no, I was just trying to survive. I work under an NDA. Combs, Agnefidio, objection. Judge sustained. Jury should disregard that last answer. AOSA, what have you been doing? CC shadowing Mr. Combs. AOSA, what happened after 5 days? Capricorn Clark, that I could return to work, that Mr. Combs will see me the next week. AOSA, did Mr. Combs will ever discuss it with you? CC, no. AOSA, why did you continue to work with Mr. Combs? CC, if I left, they think I stole. AOSA, what were your days like? Capricorn Clark, from his townhouse at 74th Street and Park in the morning to Diddy's house studio at night. AOSA, how much sleep did you get? CC, on a good day, 4 hours. On a bad day, 2. I got a stress condition. I was paid $55K. Oh? A year? Compared to everybody else? Oh, child. AOSA, did you get paid overtime? Clark, no. I spoke to the head of HR. She said I was owed $80,000. AOSA, how did Mr. Combs respond? CC, he ripped up the paper. AOSA, how would Mr. Combs stay at hotels? Would Mr. Combs stay at hotels? CC, yes. AOSA, with whom? CC, Kim Porter, once a week. AOSA, what would he book room under? Capricorn Clark. Frank Black, Frank White. What? Exactly. 5 days. Stay in the room, try to get me to take the damn test. Or have me forcing me to take this test. After the first day, you should have known I'm lying or not. So I got to do 5 days. Frank Black and Frank White. AUSA and the girlfriends, CC Jackie Star. AUSA, where did he stay? CC Intercontinental Buckhead in Atlanta, Beverly Hills, LA, and LA Hotel in LA. AUSA, what were in his bags? Capital Clark. A camera, small bottles of baby oil and lube, cameras every time. AUSA, what did you do? What you be doing? CC, watching TV, ordering room service, keeping up on sleep. Afterward, I will sweep the room for anything left behind. AUSA, any damage? CC, baby oil. AUSA, how frequently will Mr. Combs stay in the hotel with Cassandra Ventura in 2008? Capricorn Clark, like once a week. Atlanta Hermitage, the London Intercontinental for several days, the IV drips. AUSA, did he speak to you about his relationship with Miss Ventura? Capricorn Clark, yes. Miss London was there, Chef Jordan in the other room. He called Cassie over, asked her to walk there, hear me that, go back to in the other room. She did it. AUSA, what did he say? CC, you bees won't do that. That's why you don't have a man. And we need somebody like you. See? You see how they try to threaten you? You bees won't do that. Now you have a man. So me, like, be a lap dog. So we can't be a lap dog, so that's when we'll have a man? Okay. Or someone who be barking orders and follow your other command. Not knowing that you have been abusing this lady and she's doing follow your command. But you saying that, because she's doing it, other people don't have a man. I said, boy, bye. What did you say? Capricorn Clark, you mother effing light. AUSA, I know that's right. You mother effing right. I don't got no freaking man because I ain't doing what the hell you. I ain't doing what the hell you trying to tell me to do. Not what you doing to this girl. You mother effing right. I don't got no man. If I have to do what the hell you barking orders for and beating me and abusing, no, I'm not doing that. So I'm glad not having a man to deal with a man that would do that. Child, boy, bye. AUSA, did you observe Mr. Combs obtain drugs? CC, a girlfriend in LA, a girlfriend in New York, in LA for one stop. Molly, ecstasy, delivered to Puff or to me. AUSA, did he ask you to get drugs for him? CC, yes, ecstasy. AUSA, in the south of France. Capricorn Clark, he asked me to get cocaine. I said, for who? AUSA, why? CC, I wasn't going to do that, given how my mother passed away. Combs Agnefidio, objection, sidebar. Sidebar. They're back. AUSA, who did Mr. Combs say the drugs were for? Capricorn Clark, he said, not me. AUSA, did you get them? CC, yes, through the Spanish security guard. He also get prescription drugs in my name. They were in a toiletry bag I carry or security. Hold up, y'all. The fire truck is in my head. I don't know if y'all heard it. Y'all might hear it. They love throwing a dusty in somebody's face. Exactly, a dusty ass person. I like stay by myself. You ain't gonna beat me and try to abuse me. They got to just stay in with you. AUSA, what about bulk cash? Capricorn Clark, yes, 100,000 in euro coming back from Europe. AUSA, where he get it? CC, clubs bookings in Europe. He kept it, then gave it to security. They enter his bedroom personal safe. AUSA, violence, CC, fighting. AOS said, what was Mr. Combs violent with you? Capricorn Clark, yes. At Star Island, he told me you are not to leave this house. Pharrell Williams was brought in by boat. I returned Mr. Walker to Palms Island. He called and said, where the F are you? You can't have a life. Capricorn Clark, one time I asked the chef if there was turkey bacon. She said, no effing turkey bacon. I said, I hate it here. The chef told Mr. Combs, and he punished me again and again. And you would say, what did he say? He said, if you hate it here, get the F out of here. And you would say, did you leave your employment? Capricorn Clark, I did. And you would say, but you returned. CC asked the global brand director. And you would say, why? He was impressed by what I did in the job I left for. A couple hours, he said, you wouldn't have to work directly for me. And you would say, what were you doing for Miss Victoria? Capricorn Clark, managing her image, maximize the optics for her. For Sean Combs, he had the final approval on anything. Of course, he had her under a contract, 10-year album contract. He was ruling everything about her. And you would say, in LA, where did you live? CC, a gated community. We had followed Kim Porter there. And you would say, where was Miss Ventura? Capricorn Clark in NYC on West End. She would come to LA and stay with me. Stay with him or with me or in the hotel. And you would say, who was Miss Ventura seeing? CC, Scott Muscudi, Cuddy. AUSA, how did you learn that? CC, she brought him into my apartment. AUSA, what did she say? Capricorn Clark, she texted me they were going to the public space in LA. I told her it was a bad idea and to delete the text. AUSA, why? CC, if Mr. Combs learned about Mr. Muscudi, I mean, Mr. Combs paid for my phones and hers. Capricorn Clark, I took Cassie to Best Buy to get a burner phone. AOSA, when did Mr. Combs return to town? CC, not long after. He took Cassie to the hotel, the Cipriani. AUSA, and then CC, December 22, 2011, between 5:30 and 6 o'clock a.m., they were banging at my door. AUSA, what did you see through the peephole? Capricorn Clark, a furious puff. Combs, active video, objection. Judge, ask another question, Ms. Steiner. AUSA, what was his movement? AUSA, no. What was the movement? CC, pacing with something in his hand. AUSA, did you open the door? CC, I did. AUSA, what was he wearing? Capricorn Clark, button-down sweater, torn pants. He was holding a gun. He came into my apartment and he said, why didn't you tell me who is Scott? I said, I don't know any Scott. AUSA, what did he say? CC, we going to kill this N. Ooh, and he was mad. He know about this guy, Scott Cuddy. AUSA, where was the gun? Capricorn Clark, in his hand. I said, I don't want to. Go. He said, I don't give a F what you want. Get dressed. AUSA, what concerns did you have? CC, he never came to my house. AUSA, did he try to escape? CC, no, I got dressed. AUSA, he got a gun in his hand. Why are you going to try to escape? For when you going to try to shoot me? AUSA, who joined in? Capricorn Clark, Ruben in the black Escalade executive class. AUSA, where was Ruben? Where was Ruben? CC, driver's seat. I got in the back seat, right-hand side. Mr. Combs was in the left, next to me. Usually he would have sat in the front. Gun was in his lap. AUSA, how long did it take to drive from your house home at the time to Cuddy house in the Hollywood Hills? Capricorn Clark, if you push it, 15 to 20 minutes. AUSA, what did Mr. Combs and Ruby do at Cuddy's house? CC, they went in. AUSA, could you see in? CC, yes. See, this is the witness that saw Sean Combs going to Kid Cudi house. So we have a witness that witnessed what happened. Even though the cameras was moved and everything, so we couldn't find it. So you said the cameras were moved and everything, but it wasn't working. So this is what happened. So it confirmed by Capricorn Clark that they did went to his house. AUSA, what did you do? Capricorn Clark, I called Cassie on her burner. I said, Cassie, where the F I told her Puffy was at Cuddy's house. Then I changed her number in my phone to my best friend Stormy. AOSA, what did you hear on the phone? Capital Clark, that Scott was at Cassie's. AOSA, when Mr. Combs came back, CC, he took my phone and called the last number. Then I saw Cuddy driving up. Mr. Combs saw my face and said, that's the end right there. Mm-hmm. Capital Clark, we drove off and saw the police driving the other way towards Cuddy's. Puff was pulling himself together. We stopped at the Key Club and he told me to call Cassie. Ayo say, what did he tell you to tell Cassie? CC, that he had me and wouldn't let me go. Ayo say, how did Miss Victoria respond? Capricorn Clark, she said, okay, come get me. She was calm. Ayo say, who drove you home? CC Rubin. Ayo say, what did Mr. Combs tell you? Then tell you. CC, to convince Cuddy not to say that it had been him at the house. I picked up Cassie. Uh-huh. We know it was you. You know it was you. AOSA, where did you go? Capital Clark. We went to Cuddy's and tried to convince him not to file a police report. AOSA, what did he tell them? CC, that Puff came to my house with a gun. AOSA, what did you tell them? He said, CC, if you tell on him, he will hurt us all. AOSA, where was Mr. McCuddy? Reaction. Capital Clark, mind blown. Combs active video, objection. Judge sustained. Julie with a cigar. AOSA, what happened at the house? CC, he was kicking Cassie again and again. AOSA, how was Cassie? Capricorn Clark, in a fetal position. Mr. Combs kicked her all the way to the street. She was crying silently. AOSA, what was he kicking her? Where was he kicking her? CC, her backside. Voice crack. Oh my gosh. AOSA, where were you? CC, 5 feet away. So was Ruben. AOSA, what did Mr. Combs say to you? Capricorn Clark, he said, if you jump in, I'm going to F you up too. What did Ruben do? CC, like, I said, what the hell Ruben going to do? He beating one person up. He told you, F, you step in, he going to do something to you. So Ruben couldn't do nothing, even though the woman, the man, he could have stopped the guy. But listen, he's threatening. CC, nothing. AOSA, who did you call? CC, D-Rock. I told him, tell your brother to stop Puff. He is kicking the ish out of her. Capital Clark, I called Paulie too. I said he take care of it, but Ruby did nothing. AOSA, what's next? CC, Mr. Combs told me to get the F out too. I left on foot. AOSA, could you see her getting kicked? CC, until I went around the bed. AOSA, then who did you call? Capricorn Clark, Regina Vittora. I told her he's kicking the ish out of her daughter. Kicking the ish out of your daughter. I can't tell the police, but you can. AOSA, why didn't you call the police? CC, the mission of the day was to get Cuddy, so no call the police. AOSA, this email, who is from? Capricorn Clark, Cassie. She wrote that she will be releasing sex tapes. Oh, she wrote that he will be releasing sex tapes about me and he would have someone else hurt me. And Scott Muscuddy, AOSA, did you call if you responded to this? CC, I don't. AOSA, did law enforcement call you? Capital Claw, the Austin investigators. Cuddy had given them my name. I hung up on them. I just wanted this over. AOSA, what did Mr. Combs say to you? CC, he said I should unalive you bees and cut her face. Oh my gosh. And I should cut her face. AOSA, how many times did Mr. Combs threaten you? Capricorn Clark, I said 50 times. D-Rock was there, just doubling down on whatever Puff was saying in the moment. AOSA, who is Harv Pierre? CC, the president of Bad Boys Records. I told Puff Cat kidnapped me. AOSA, what did Harv Pierre tell you? Capricorn Clark, he said, that's crazy, but it's going to be okay. I got a termination notice. I was accused on not properly putting in for the vacation I was on. AOSA, had you put it in? CC, yes, to Harv Pierre. So how you gonna tell you wasn't doing that and you said it to him? Like, poor guy. AOSA, did you lose benefits? Capricorn Clark, order them. health, 401k, my house, and car. And you would say, what did Mr. Combs say? Cece, that I would never work again, that he would make me unalive myself. And he had to pull to do that. No, he had to pull to try to blackball people so they could come back to him because, he had the access so they could go and get to work anywhere else. So they had to come back. Based on what I'm saying, what's based on what I'm reading. And that's what people are saying. And you would say, did you get a job offer, Clark? I did, but it fell through. I couldn't get a job. And you would say, did you settle with Mr. Combs? In October 2012, 4, Combs active field objection. Can I approach? Do the sidebar here, court. Okay. They're back. And you would say, aside from the statement, aside from the settlement agreement, did you have any other pending litigations against Mr. Combs? Capricorn Clark, no. And you would say, did you go back to work for him? 2016, no one else would hire me. Cassie had a new record label with Epic. Of course, because he pulled his strings to get you not to get hired. And you would say, who did you have to get approved from? Capricorn Clark, Sean Combs. Cassie was taking more drugs. And you would say, was she still dating Mr. Combs? CC, yes. And you would say, in December 2023, why did you retain an attorney? CC, I was traumatized by Cassie's civil complaint. Capricorn Clark, her complaint did not reference me. I reached out to Mr. Combs and said, I want my life back. You kidnapped me. Combs active video, objection. Judge overruled. No objecting that. Overruled. AOSA, was there a discussion of you working for Mr. Combs again? Yes. CC, yes, as chief of staff. AOSA, when did you last speak with Ms. Victoria? Capricorn Clark, 2018. AOSA and Mr. Muscati. CC, 2012. AOSA, no further questions. Judge, break. Combs active video. Can I start? Judge, will be taking a break. Now break. All right. So the government finished their questioning of Capricorn Clark. Now his defense gonna give their cross-examination. So we'll see what they're gonna do. Or what they're gonna be asking. Miss Clark, you are still under oath. Miss Combs active video. We met in April 2024. You had a lawyer, Brian Freeman. Capricorn Clark, yes. Active video. You wanted to come back and work with Mr. Combs, right? CC, we discussed it. Yes. Combs active video. You saw Miss Jericho's taking notes. Capricorn Clark, yes. Active video. You said you didn't think Cassie was good for Mr. Combs. Why? CC, I just thought they were toxic. Active video. Tell me about when you were in New York. CC, I was in Bronx. I hated it. Oh, not you hated for the Bronx. What's with the Bronx? Right? Capricorn Clark. It was 2002. I met Jeanette. Then Mr. Combs in 2001 was the World Trade Center thing. Oh my gosh, I remember that. Then I met Mr. Combs. Combs active video. He wasn't doing drugs, right? CC, he did ecstasy in Daddy's house. Active video, but it got worse. CC, yes. Active video. You authorized Mr. Freeman to seek a job for you. Capricorn Clark. It was all very procedural, lawyer to lawyer. Active video, but you were told you couldn't be given a job in the middle of the investigation. CC, I don't remember that. Comes active video. Read this and let me know when you are done. Do you remember saying that you had the biggest crush on him? AOSA objection 403. Judge, Mr. Agnifilio, state of mind. It be an offer for the truth. Agnifilio, we had to step on this. Sidebar. They back. Agnifilio. You call him Chalk for chocolate. Capricorn, I did. Agnifilio, you started with Def Jam, 1DMC. CC, I don't go back that far. I'm more Foxy Brown, Redline, Jay-Z. I know that's right. Agnifilio, so how did you come to work for Mr. Combs? Capricorn Clark. I put my resume on Monster after the World Trade Center thing. He said, you work for me. I was like, maybe. He was acting on Broadway and Raising in the Sun. I was impressed. Come active video. He had a major part. CC, he was a star. Capricorn Clark. Did I shadow him on the Vote or Die campaign? My job was to get the t-shirts on the celebrities and into the photo shoots. I called them and paid Puff and say Puff wanted them to come. Comes acting video and they came. CC, they did. Comes acting video. How long before the Julie missing thing? Capital Clark. It was about 4 months. On the 4th of July, he threw a white party at his home on the Hamptons that year with Vote or Die acting video. With Vote or Die. Acting video. When did the Julie's missing happen? CC Apple after July 4th. Capricorn Clark. The jewels were still on loan from Jacob the jeweler. Combs active field. Who else got lie detector? CC might be his stylist. He too had gone to street level of 1440 for manicures. The lie detector test was the next day. Active field. You never told HR? No. Capricorn. Why? What they gonna do? They work for him. Capricorn Clark. I got fired for 3 weeks. Combs active video. How did you get unfired? CC, I went to work on his 35th birthday at Sepulani to do the celebrity list. I came back. Active field 2004 to 2006. CC, not all. Active video, a personal assistant. CC, then liaison. Capricorn Clark. I was making $65,000 for Combs, then 90 at Jive. That 90 at Drive. Combs active field. Why you come back to Combs? CC, I had gone in top records for Raw Kelly. Mr. Combs said he was impressed. Asked me to come back for Sean John for women. Capricorn Clark, I think I was really good employee for him. Combs active video. He told you was awesome. CC, he did not use that word. Active video, you work hard for him. CC, I did. Active video, others work hard too, right? CC, not as hard as me. I know that's why you better share your accolades. He said, listen, don't try and play me. Capricorn Clark. I did learn a lot from Mr. Combs, almost crying. He broke that glass ceiling for us black people in the business world. Combs active video. Did you need a minute? CC, no, it's just complicated. Judge, we'll take a break. With Julie witness out, judge, on DNA question to Inspector Jimenez, the government objection is overruled. Okay, they're going to allow it. AUSA, we asked for a bit longer. We have not been able to eat lunch. We are running ahead of schedule. Our case may be closer to 5 weeks than 6 weeks. So longer break. They back below Julie and witnessing. AUSA, they proposed to use communication between Ms. Clark and Ms. Ventura. We don't see any non-hearsay purpose. Combs active video. These are logistics and photo shoots being discussed. She testified to this on direct. Combs active video. The direct went more negative than we expected. Their theory is that Ms. Ventura was not permitted to be creative. Judge, in the future, and what you submit overnight. Oh, okay. Judge, in their defense submission over the weekend, the defense argued the album cover was relevant. Right, Ms. Shapiro? Combs active Alexander Shapiro? Yes. AUSA, Ms. Ventura is topless with her arms crossed. So Judge, let's have Ms. Clark come back. Ooh. Judge, let's bring in the Julian. Julie, enter it. That is not cut him off. Combs active video. When you went into the park, it was to Tavern on the Green. Capricorn Clark, we parked there early in the day in the park. We ran into Nas. Combs active video. When you say he had Ms. Victoria spin, who was there? Let me show you what you said. You said Norian Gibson was there. Capricorn Clark, they misheard me. Active video. When did you first meet Cassie Ventura? CC, I met her with Riley Leslie. Combs active video. Why did you not get along with Cassie sometimes? Capricorn Clark, in 2008, she got more bravado being his girlfriend. The longer it lasted, she thought I was being paid to help her. AUSA, objection. Judge sustained. Reacts. Combs active video. What did you see? Combs Capricorn. Capricorn Clark. She went from being a sweet model to being a feisty girlfriend. Active video. Did you think she was talented? CC, she had talent and very beautiful. Active video, but not talented. CC, she was not. I have good taste. Ooh! But whatever. It's her testimony. She being honest. She feel like she was beautiful, but she didn't have much talent. Capricorn Clark. Talented to me is Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey. Of course, Cassie was not that level. Of course, she will not be that level. So it doesn't mean that she could be talented. She was not on Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston level. But I said, oh, damn. Cassie, she was more of a studio musician. She needed things equalized. Combs Agafio, did she perform live? CC a couple times, not the greatest. Agafio, was she a hard worker? Answer, at times. So, there's a question. Now, she felt like she was not talented. That means Mr. Combs didn't feel like she was that talented that much either. I mean, he saw the beauty and he wanted to use her for something else. So why he felt he signed up for a 10-album deal, knowing that he made that she might not be a great artist to him, and then bait and switch her to do the freak offs. See that agenda? F out of here. You signed up a $10 bill and then you think she was that talented. If she thought so, maybe Combs thought so too. Combs act video. When wasn't she a hard worker? Capricorn Clark. She preferred to be with her boyfriend. When we moved to LA after Kip had the twins, 2009-ish, I saw her developing more of her relationship with Puff, with Mr. Combs. Combs acting video. He supported her. Capricorn Clark. Yes, but stylist, other musicians, or the component to making a star. Acting video. Did she get more help than others? CC, yes. Young jock in the groups from Atlanta. I developed French Montana. Capricorn Clark. I ran into Cassie. She said she had a new deal with Epic. I dressed her like David Bowie. We did a photo shoot at my house. We wrote a mini movie and shot it for the project. Combs active video. What about official girl? CC super cute video. Combs active video. Kings of Heart. Capricorn Clark. It was fresh. Puff like it. Active video. Cassie had a green wig. CC, yes. Active video. We moved to admit this witness. AUSA. There is a silly issue. Active video. You don't remember this email? CC, I don't. Combs active video. Here is 2012. You are setting up a recording session for Cassie. Capricorn Clark. Mario Winans was for the chairman. Active video for Mr. Combs. CC, yes. Active video. When did you learn Cassie was dating Kid Cudi? CC 4 of 2011. I picked her up there. Combs active video. You believe that after Thanksgiving, Miss Victoria and Kid Cudi were what? Capricorn Clark getting to know each other. Active video. Why you get her a burner phone at Best Buy? I told her you cannot do this on your bad boy phone. Combs active video. How did you know about burner phones? Capricorn Clark. I grew up in LA. Like duh. Child, we all know about the burner phones. Active video. In 2011, Mr. Combs was at the orphanage in Almaty, Kazakhstan. CC, I heard it was Russia. Combs Agafio, how did Mr. Combs get into your building? Capricorn Clark, I was told security guard got fired. Agafio, what was his name? CC, some man or security guard. Agafio, what did he look like? CC, a black guy, younger than 35. Captain Agafio, what was Mr. Combs doing with the gun? Capricorn Clark, he had it in his hand. Agafio, he wasn't pointing at you. CC, no. Agafio, but you told the government he pointed at you. CC, it says, or waved it around. That's more correct. Combs Agafio, where did you change into street clothes? Capricorn Clark, in my closet. Agafio, is it true you went so that Mr. Combs wouldn't do something stupid? CC, no. I went because he said he didn't care. I didn't want to go. Combs Agafio, he's a jealous guy. Capricorn, he has a bad temper. Active video to the Escalade. Did you pass the security guard? CC, I saw him in his loose hunt. Active video. Mr. Combs wasn't behind the driver with the gun on his lap. You made a call. Mr. Combs was behind the driver with the gun on his lap. You made a call. Answer, not dead. Combs active video. Did you look at Mr. Cudi door to see if they got through it? Mr. Clark, I was not really paying attention. I was so in my head trying to plan my next step. I was praying that Cudi was not there. Active video. Did Cassie have 2 rooms? Capricorn Clark. Cudi took her to 1 room. She had another. Combs active video. You was 100% that you called and told them Puff had a gun. CC, yes. I said it very quietly. I didn't want Puff to see me on the phone. Combs active video. Did you say that Lauren London was on the phone with you and Cassie and Cuddy? Capital Club. No, only part of the time. Voice cracking. I wanted someone to know where I was. Active video. What did you tell her? Cece, I'm scared of mountain lions. Combs active video. Mountain lions? Capital Clark. I don't know if you know the Hollywood Hills Coyotes. Maybe Lauren was on the phone. Maybe it was a long time ago. Active video. Are you aware that Lauren and Combs were friends for years after this? Answer, yes. Combs active video. Then you see the Porsche coming up the hill? Capital Clark. Yes. Cuddy is in the black Porsche. He stops next to us. Then speeds off. We chase him. Active video. Then Cece, he loses us. We turn away. Then we see police pass us. Combs active video. You go to pick up Cassie and go where? Capital Clark, Cuddy's house. There were ADT there. Active video. Then you go to Mr. Combs' house and you say you see Mr. Combs. Kicking Cassie there and even in the street. Cece, yes. Combs active video. You hung up on the fire inspector. Capital Clark, I did. Active video. When you were on vacation, it was with who? Clark, Rihanna. Active video. After you were fired, what job did you get? Cece, I was hired by Chris Lightly to work for 50 Cent. Combs active video. How were you here? You wrote to Mr. Combs. One day you will forgive me. Anyway, be well, XX. Capital Clark, yes. Active video. You wrote on February 28th, 2015. Your grace period to be mad at me has surpassed the agreed time. LOA. You wrote that? CC, yes, sir. Combs active video. Please read that out loud. Capital Clark. I wrote, she was never my friend. She wanted me gone. I realized. Active video. Did you think Cassie wanted you gone? Clark. Sorry. This is complicated for me. I felt that I was Puff protector. Capital Clark. I felt I was the only one gone. She was still there. And things was getting worse. I tried to keep professionalism as the goal. Combs active video. You thought you could be his protector? Cece, it was to move the ball towards the goal, to aspire. Combs active video. Did you hurt that he will only take you back because Cassie wanted? Capital Clark. Yes, I have no parents. My son is autistic. My stakes are high, sir. Judge, how much more, Mr. Active video? Active video, can I talk to the government? Sidebar. Oh. She want to be a protector? Oh, okay. Or thought. So she has an issue with little Cassie a little bit. Could think that Cassie was the one that made her stay or not. Okay. They're back. Combs active video. Just a few more minutes and we'll get you out today. Thank you, sir. Active video. You did a lot of great work with Cassie 2006 and 2007. No, 2016 and 2017, right? CC, I believe so. Active video. Cassie had addiction problems. CC, yes. Combs active video. You made a short movie with her. Capital Clark. It was Love a Loser. It was called Love a Loser. Not Love a Loser. Active video. You wrote to him asking for forgiveness. Cece, I wanted my life back, my dream, my competency. Combs active video. When you met with me, you wanted to work for him, right? Capital Clark, we discussed it. Active video. Nothing further. Judge, Mr. Steiner. Ms. Steiner, AUSA, how much was Mr. Combs required to pay you? Judge, sidebar. AUSA, what happened with the job with Chris Lightly? Capital Clark, he died the day before I was supposed to start. Then at Interscope, it wasn't a job. They told me to leave Puff alone. What? Combs active video, I object. Just to stay. That all of a sudden he just disappeared when he supposed to start? Child, and they're going to sustain the question. So, Capital Clark, I was blacklisted. Active video, objection, sustained. AUSA, why did you return to work from Mr. Combs? CC, so people could see I wasn't disposable. At this level of business, he held all the power. Exactly, he did. AUSA, why did you meet them? A, get my life back. AUSA, end up kidnapped him. Did Mr. Combs carry a gun? Capital Clark, yes. Judge Jules, you know we keep you longer than I said. Thank you. See you tomorrow. All rise. Joey Lee, Judge tomorrow. AOSA, LAPD, LFFD, Jimenez, Nash, and Mia. Active video. What about the VTC with Mr. Combs in MDC Brooklyn jail? Judge, there are logistical difficulties in the evening. They believe they are being flexible. Jericho's, we get cut off at the 5:30 p.m. Jericho's, the legal minutes cut off when MDC legal is not there. The other calls are capped at 300 minutes. They are filtered. Judge, let me work on that. There are union issues with the VTC in the evening. Jericho's, maybe more SCIF time here. Judge, adjourn. So that was day 10. We're going to end it there because that's a good color point. So we end it. Like that. This was May day 10th. It was May 27th. May 27th. Stop with date. Yeah, that was something, y'all. So hope y'all enjoyed the reading and whatnot. Y'all let me know after y'all replayed it or replayed people after we watched this. Oh, thank you, boo. Yes. After we watch it, tell me your thoughts. We're gonna continue reading. We're gonna do part 5, probably on Sunday. Cause I gotta do other reviews. I gotta do RJOA and I gotta do Love Island game. Not Love Island review this week. And Beyond the Gates will be reviewed soon too as well. So I hope y'all enjoy. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for coming through. I love y'all. Hit me on Discord. If you're in my Discord, please find me on there. Talk to me. Say what you gotta say and everything. I gotta respond back to people who commented on my Beyonce experience. And I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good rest of the day. And I'm gonna do RJOA on Thursday. I'm gonna do it on Thursday. I gotta watch the episodes. I gotta watch last week and I gotta watch this week. So we're gonna do RJOA on Thursdays. And I think I'm gonna do Love Island tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. If not tomorrow, it'll probably Friday. Because I gotta watch the episode. I'll probably watch it tonight when I'm at work. And give you a review of everything. I like reveal the cast and talk about the episode. But I hope y'all enjoy. I appreciate y'all coming through. Love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out. y'all. Peace out.